Yo, what's going on, guys? Gonna be showing you how to play Trundle jungle and carry here in preseason 13. He's currently a top 7 jungler, a little bit behind Warwick, but still extremely strong, especially if the enemy team has at least one tank, and they do. They have a Garen and a Thresh. That's 2 targets for us to focus R on, thus making us the tankiest champion in the game from our R. Getting 20% of their health, 40% of their armor magic resist, Trundle becomes very difficult to kill. If you want to play Trundle extremely consistent and farm heavy, you want to go for a Tiamat rush. If you can't afford Tiamat on your first back, instead it's much better to go straight for Divine Sunder, get a Sheen, or Caulfield's Hammer. So for your core items, it's basically Divine Sunder, Titanic, and Bork. If you're ahead, go Divine into Bork. If you're not ahead, go Divine into Titanic. Really strong options. After that, it's really all tank items, things like Frozen Heart. You can even go Dead Man's Force of Nature. If you're ahead, you can go for Spear of Shojin, but if you're not ahead, you shouldn't build hyper carry items like Shojin, because if you're behind, you're not going to be able to do anything with those. I can't imagine we're going to fall behind against their team. This is a pretty good comp for us to play Trundle into. Don't want to reset the blue buff here. There we go. Smite to pull the Gromp. Smite doesn't heal you anymore. It's only killing the large monster or an epic monster is what heals you. So every time you finish the large monster in the camp, you'll be getting that juicy heal. Just like so. A little bit of health and mana back. Trundle isn't a very mana heavy champion. If you want to build Trundle incredibly on hit, you want to max W first, because the cooldown gets slower. You get more attack speed and movement speed. Your Q, you don't get any reduced cooldown to where W max first is reasonable on Trundle. I would only do it if you're going to Bork Rush on him though, or Titanic Rush. And I'm thinking we'll go for Divine Sunder for the max health damage that it has. That makes more sense. Trundle's obviously stronger than he was in season 12 because of his extra consistency. The AoE true damage your jungle friend gives you makes a 5 camp and even a full clear on Trundle viable. Previously in season 12, doing a full clear on Trundle or anything above a 4 camp clear was incredibly troll. On Trundle, you used to only be able to do your blue side plus red buff efficiently. Now you can do a full clear and still get to scuttle pretty much on time, which is kind of sick. Go ahead and smite that down. And then we'll take this and push out for Scuttle Crab. A full clear on Trundle previously would finish probably somewhere around 340-ish. And you'd be missing more HP than this for sure. But now instead of finishing around 330, we finish over 10 seconds sooner with full HP. Didn't even need a potion. We'll go for Q max first. It's a little bit more stable than W max first. Got him with a slow on pillar. Down he goes. I really wanted the assist there. Scuttle spawns in at 330. Should still be able to get it unless Garen's on it right now. Garen jungle is viable. It can be kind of slow though initially on the ganks since he doesn't have the best gap closers or any kind of ranged attacks. Trundle has its pillar, which makes him a more consistent ganker than things like Garen or Warwick. I assume Kata wants to stay and push. I don't know though. So yeah, she wants to stay and push. So we'll help her do that. Trying not to take any last hits. That way she can get everything. She needs to reset, spend her gold advantage. If she didn't want to stay, I would have just backed off, but she started throwing. Garen's missing. Kind of like that bait ping. I'm not used to all these new pings yet. I'm mainly just using the ones I would normally use from season 12. So first item rush, we couldn't afford Tiamat. That's perfectly fine. We'll go for Sheen and a longsword. Sheen's better for ganks anyways. Tiamat doesn't help you in ganks really at all. It's more for just full clear style gameplay, which ultimately it works on Trundle now. It's viable, but it's not his cream of the crop option. He's still more of a gank heavy jungler, team fight heavy jungler. You can also end up split pushing if they don't have an extreme soloist such as Jax or Fiora. Trundle scaling is reasonably good in a solo style environment. This is probably worded. We'll pillar the Thresh. Auto attack Q reset. Try to get behind him so he can't flay us away. Auto attack Q reset. Q on Trundle slows and so does his pillar. Once you're actually on people, it's kind of hard for them to get away because their Q's relatively low cooldown. Yeah, definitely Divine Sunder this game into Titanic. Their team is very AD heavy. The Kaisa, Yone, Garen Aatrox, almost the entirety of their damage output is physical damage, to where we're really not going to be building things like Spirit Vistage or Maw Malmortius, Hex Drinker, those type of things. Anything that's primarily a magic resist item wouldn't make sense to build. The value would be too thin. Although I really do like Spirit Vistage on Trundle. You can almost justify it if they have a big enough tank like Scion or Cho'Gath for you to suck off of with your R, because all that extra healing is amplified by Spirit Vistage, and Spirit Vistage is also amplifying your passive healing whenever something dies near you, when an enemy dies. Imagine if Trundle's passive healed him when an ally dies. That would be sick. Very good. This is when having T-Mat's nice. It's on Raptors. It speeds Raptors up a lot. It doesn't speed up any single target camp, though, so it doesn't really help you against the blue, Gromp, red. And minimally against the Wolves as well. It's mainly just Raptors and Croaks. And we just hit level 6 pre-7 minute mark. Not bad. I like that. As a jungler, hitting it pre-7 is... You know you're ahead at that point. Garen hasn't ganked at all yet. I think he's just been full clearing. Standard Garen jungle stuff. It's hard for him to gank before his first item, or if he doesn't go for Ghost. So this is already down. I'll go top side here. Aatrox sets similar items. That's definitely stronger. W out. Let's see if we can... Alright, we're not going to be able to get anything. We're going to dive this. I'll tank it. Well, I was going to tank it. I'm actually surprised Set went in first. Set kind of... he kind of messed it up. That's one problem with trying to dive in a solo queue environment. A lot of the times, people don't understand who's supposed to tank first. We're faster than Set off of our W, and we're more bursty with our Q Sheen, to where we need Set to be able to stay in there and shred down with his left, right, left, right. Oh well. We didn't really lose too much out of that. Garen 6, he almost gets the kill on MF. Yon secures it. He's in my jungle. We have more gold spent than him. All he has is Heartbound Axe. It's only like 1100 gold item. I'm gonna miss out on all my attack speed. Get him with the pillar. Auto attack Q reset. He's gonna get destroyed here. Auto Q reset. Down he goes. He had no chance there. We're gonna leave blue buff. Although you take your own camps 20% faster than you take enemy camps, it's still worth it to take their camps if you can do so safely. Even though all my camps are up, we can delay his jungle item by taking his camps. Delay him finishing it. He needs roughly 22 more monster camps. Realistically, it's more like 15 because of the treats you get. We got his red buff, so we already know that his red buff's down or whatever. Yeah, Thresh is dead. Auto attack Q reset. Got him with Smite. I'm telling you, man, Trundle with Q Sheen has some scary ganks. He's literally dead. He's literally dead from the burst. I'd rather not fight him like this. Pillar him away, and we're chilling. Feels bad for him. I don't know if his R's up, and I know Aatrox is probably rotating. So I can't really stay for this. As much as I would love to crush him on his blue buff. The thing is, Aatrox is lingering in a really annoying way. I couldn't get past it. Oh well. We'll back for Divine Sunder after red buff. And then we'll just clear bottom to top. Maybe even gank their bot if it starts shoving up. Garen went for the plated. That's interesting. Looks like he's going for Stride Breaker as well. He'll be a great target to pop R on. Thresh didn't go for Aftershock. I wish he had. With Aftershock chance, when they pop Aftershock, then you pop him with your R and you still a bunch of extra armor magic resist. It's time for Divine Sunder. We'll pick up Controller as well. W out of base and push into Dragon. Since their jungler's top, we don't really want to stop for a blue buff. We want to go immediately for the Dragon. Their bot lane is a threat, but they're not particularly fed in terms of items. We have Divine Sunder, fast boots. They both have slow boots. and no complete items, so they can't really stop me here if my bot lane reacts at all to this. Oh, he's able to walk past it. Dang. I let in with a Q instead of auto attack Q reset because I want to get my slow on him ASAP. They lose dragon now, at least. They shouldn't rotate there. They had slight lane prio, but their jungler's top side. And there's no way they could fight me without having their gold spent. Neither one's a complete item yet. Qs are hitting super, super hard right now. I don't have smite, so I have to use Q to smite, doing 467. Pretty dang high. Generally in fights, you want to auto attack, then Q reset. Like I said though, Thresh was getting away, and we wanted to apply our Q as fast as possible. Plus your Q has more range than your base auto attack. So we could hit him with Q before we could even hit him with an auto there. So in that instance, it's just best to Q first to get your slow on them. 75% slow. Sheesh. That's a big one. When you cast your W, try to cast it to where you want to move to. You can choose on which side it'll cast from. It doesn't just cast from your center unless that's where you put it. Cross on over. Once your W's maxed, it basically doesn't have a cooldown. Its duration lasts as long as the cooldown takes. Garen took my Raptors. I'm going to go take his red buff after I take his turret. Trundle is absolutely amazing at destroying turrets. Attack speed bonus, auto attack Q resets. She's already taken 2 plates, so it's pretty tanky. I kind of want to stay and take it. I need to get his red buff though. If his bot lane rotates to me, I should be able to kill them 1v2. I gotta hurry though. Pull it in the brush. We don't want them to see too much. I don't think Garen will be complete item because he invested in a tier 2 boots and he didn't get free boots like me, so he won't be anywhere close to full item at all. I don't know if he's okay. He went top side. That's kind of weird. He didn't go for red, but maybe he thought I was gonna take it because I think I crossed over through their turret. Thresh is rotating. I'm gonna ghost for this. I need to get there fast. Hit her with the pillar. I think I knocked her out of her dash. Gonna smite the Thresh. You need to slow him immediately. Auto attack Q reset. Down he goes. That pillar on Kaisa destroyed her so hard. She couldn't move. Garen's top side. We'll take his Krugs real quick. You don't have to take the whole camp because all you have to do is take the big one and it will count it towards your jungle item, which is what we want. I'll just rip through his camps. It's fine. I'll take the big one. I don't have team mats, so it's not really worth me staying if there's camps all up over the map for us to take. And the camp will reset. You can't leave a little monster and have the camp stay there idle. And then when the enemies get back, they're screwed. It resets automatically after 10 seconds. So just keep that in mind. Garen is a full item. I don't necessarily want to fight here, because I don't have R. If we fight Garen to the death, it might be kind of a weird fight. Cat is fighting Aatrox to the death and got absolutely devastated. She had 14 stack mesh plus full item. All Aatrox had was Eclipse. A little surprised she lost that so hard. Garen's still top side. We're getting close to complete jungle item. We only need really 2 more camps because we're about to get our treats back up. Red buff up in 24. I'll stay top side then. Or I'll go kill Yon mid. Yon, no complete item, tier 1 boots, so we're faster than him in theory with our free boots. 385 days moving 370. Hey friend. I'll attack Q reset. I got scared for some reason when Kaisa hit me. I should have just stayed in fight. Oh! Yeah, I got really scared when I saw the Kaisa thing because I figured Thresh was there as well, but Thresh was highly delayed. Oh, I don't know. In hindsight, I should have stayed fighting, but I didn't know, so I think pulling back was the right move since we had shut down gold. almost have jungle item completed. Garen still needs to complete quite a few. I'm taking the big camps. I need the big monster out of his camps to take it faster. It's kind of funny. I mean, since you take the enemy's jungle 20% slower than your own, you might as well not even finish it at this point in the game when you're already full item level 6. We're already on our power spike. Auto Q auto. This is the fight. Even though I haven't spent gold, we should be able to rip this in half super quick. Thresh might try to pull himself in. It won't matter. Aatrox just finished himself. He should not have gone in there. He was feeling strong because he just killed Kata a moment ago. Pillar of the Thresh. Need to get my Q slow on him. Bada boom. This guy's dead. I'm going to take this big monster away from Garen. Don't want him to get his jungle item finished. Still haven't spent gold. We need to go back and get Titanic here. Titanic's the move. They're running away. I'll cross through and take his other camps. Auto Q reset. Get the E behind him. MF is not auto attacking for some reason, so I wasted R. Kata goes in. Kata's going to give up shutdown golden mesh. It's not really worth. That was a bad W cast on my part. I didn't lay it to where it really benefited me that much. Should have laid it a little bit more off to the side. So he missed his big rap, big wolf. He's not going to get this. That's going to delay his jungle item even more. His red buff's coming up. I want to be there for that. I need to reset, spend gold. We're so far ahead. We could actually go for Bork here and get away with it, I think. Bork would be really good. Titanic would be good. I'll go for... Well... kind of need plated is the thing. Yeah, that's fine. I don't want to give up my shutdown. If I didn't have any shutdown, I would push Bork. If I was ahead and already thrown my shutdown. It's a tough call because they're AD. We're the main front line for our team. And we already have some armor, so HP will go along nicely with the armor because we have some damage reduction from that. Bork would have been fine, but at the same time, I think Titanic's going to be slightly better here. Trundle's on hit anyways, and Titanic and Bork are both on hit. Garen got his red buff really fast. He didn't get his Krugs though. He's still hasn't finished his jungle item. He needs a few more camps. Devastator. So hard. I'll attack Q reset. They can absolutely not win this fight. All over the Thresh just for fun. I'll attack Q reset. Seems like Kata just went in and died a moment ago. I'm on double ghost extensions right now. I think Herald's the play. I could have stayed for his Krugs. It's a single camp. Might as well get Herald while 3 of them are dead. Main set are both pretty big here. I'll attack Q reset. I don't mind destroying Aatrox. He's not going to be able to land any Q on me except for the last one. Dude, he's healing off me. What in the world? How's he still full health? Is that a bug? He unironically missed everything except for the 3rd Q and he's at full health. That was bizarre. Sheesh. Very strange. I'll have to go back and watch that because that actually didn't make any sense. The way he was just full health. Now it's time for Bork. If you need to just be tankier, go for Frozen Heart or Thornmail at this point. I think Heal Cut is extremely overrated with how weak it is on Thornmail. It's freaking terrible. You have to hard CC them just to get a 40% Heal Cut. Ooh, 40%. It's horrible. And if they are autoing you, it's only 25%. That basically doesn't even count. So Thornmail is honestly awful. Don't get it for just the Heal Cut alone. Only do it if you need Heal Cut and you need armor. So this game, it's justifiable because of the Yone and Aatrox are massive self-healers. Still not happy about building it. I'm going to go destroy this Kaisa. Most split pushers can't fight Trundle. They have to be an incredibly strong soloist. Hey, friend. Boom. Yeah, she can't be doing that. The only split push 80 carries that could fight Trundle off the top of my head. Only split push 80 carry. Trist and Vayne. Trist because her R push back. and her jump resets, she can get solo off Trundle without even killing him. Trist and Vayne could both do it. Trist would need to be more fed than Trundle. Vayne doesn't even need to be as fed as Trundle to win that fight. She can condemn him and keep going invisible and whatnot. 3 or 4 of the mid. Kai'Sa's dead. It's time to shove this wave. Garen still hasn't finished his jungle item. He just needs one more camp though, most likely. Chasing Trundle is not easy. We're moving 538 on our W. It's an extra 52% movement speed. After Bork, we could justify Spear of Shojin because we're ahead, and having that extra cooldown would be nice. Your overall win con on Trundle is Draxel since he's a team fighter with R. Split push is a secondary win con for Trundle if they don't have a strong soloist. The only person on their team who could soloist is maybe Yon once he's more fed, but they gave up. They didn't want to play this out. We'll go ahead and do a part 2 since this game was under 25 minutes. I'll see you guys there. Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to part 2. This time we did not take a potion because Trundle can full clear with full HP. It'll also help us to get an early T-mat if we can afford it. Once again, if you can't afford an early T-mat, it's not the end of the world. Divine Sunder is incredibly solid and stable. Up against a Kayn this game, we need to watch this brush. I already let my teammates know I was going to blue start. You have to watch this side for Kayn. He wants to take your Raptors. He can take them extremely consistently, full HP. We're going to leave a ward down over here. I should have backed sooner, so now I can just stay for longer and leave my ward. Just like so. If you are on this side of the map, Kayn can start on Raptors, try to kill you on your red. So just watch out for it. He'll always go over Dragon Pit or Baron Pit. This brush will be able to see it. Something you want a word for. I've done a lot of videos on it. I'm going to start with Q. We have the same rune setup. Lethal Tempo, Triumph, Tenacity. With Coup de Grace, free boots, and Approach. Approach is fairly substantial on Trundle. Fairly important. You kind of have to have it. Otherwise, you can't really stay on top of people effectively. It's how Trundle ends up getting forced into going free boots, really. Is taking the inspiration tree secondary. Kind of, it's the only thing to really take in that tree outside of approach velocity. W, auto attack Q reset. We'll put an auto on these medium ones. Auto attack Q reset. Same thing. And then we auto them down. Sometimes your little friend kind of just stops attacking. He's supposed to attack twice even after you're done attacking, but sometimes with just the way it's timed out, it seems like he only attacks once after you're done attacking. Each attack does around 20 to 40 true damage depending on your level. Starts at around 21 per auto that he does. Auto attack Q reset. Your pillar doesn't really help you in your camps. If you use it on a monster, they will aggro you. It doesn't do any damage though, and it's a very long cooldown. So if an enemy champion shows up, you'll wish you had it to slow them down. There's very few type of champions who would try to solo Trundle in his jungle. Things like Graves could be an issue, but even then, if he doesn't kite it out perfectly, you should be able to take him. Graves, I'd say Iron through mid diamond don't kite very well, to where a melee champion like Trundle would be able to stay on top somewhat consistently. That was about a 315. I'm happy with that. Nearly a 315 full clear on Trundle jungle. Pretty solid. If you're always looking for a cheese, I don't know if Kayn ended up ganking, but his clear was slow. Pillar him into her. Auto attack Q reset. Fiora gets double buffs. Auto attack Q reset. Alright, well played to Fiora. That was a nasty, nasty little cheese. I rarely unmute my teammates this early in the game, but after she did that, it's clear she knows what she's doing. Putting the pressure on him like that. That is double scuttle. I'll help her. Oh, never mind. I guess she didn't even need help. She is pretty low. Leave a ward right there. Try to scout out the Kayn. Oh, wow. She almost died there. Nearly. That was really close. Kayn has longsword advantage. My smite's coming up. He can't really stop us here. We can easily afford Tiamat as well. I'll attack Key reset. We're good to go. We can even fold back in the top side, go for a top gank into Krugs, clear down. Want to keep up the linear full clear is all. Get a Tiamat and a longsword. That's a sick back. We're actually not going to go top. Krugs are going to be slightly delayed, and we don't have a gank top to where we'll just be wasting our time. Fiora has double buffs. Since we did Krugs into red, there's going to be a pause before... I mean, since we did red into Krugs, there's going to be a pause before they come up. So we'll just go bot side. Should have used my W from base. Oh well. Auto attack Q reset. You won't see the Tiamat helping you very much against these single target camps. It's really on the multis where it shines, which is a very consistent way to play. Get your jungle item fast, full clearing, being a little bit more passive, and then you end up team fighting for dragons and general team fights, which is where Trundle shines. Against their team, we don't have anyone to really R, but at the same time, we have a lot of tools to deal with them. Whoever's that goes on, Karma can shield, Syndra can hourglass, Ezreal can dash away if he times it properly, Ezreal can get a frozen heart. Yeah, we have plenty of options as a team to where Trundle still can make sense as a pick against their team. Most likely it's a blue cane since he went Dark Harvest and he grabbed a tier. You don't usually see a red cane running Dark Harvest. It's pretty much always Conquer on red cane for the increased self-healing. Looks like a pre 7-minute level 6 here in a moment. Just need a little bit of minion XP. Still have Ghost. Question is this awarded? I have a feeling it is. Maybe not. Gonna lose a lot of health. This Fiora is pushing in a big wave. Yeah, I'm going for the dive. I'm just going around. She needs to let me start. Yeah, she knows. Whoever's going to do more damage needs to be the one not tanking it. Easy. Because whoever's going to do more damage, they need to stay in it for as long as possible. We're going to be doing considerably less than the Fiora, to where she might as well just tank it. I mean, I might as well just tank it and let her stay in and grind them up. I'm basically the shield and she's the sword. Pillar makes you tank on Trundle. If they're underneath turret, it'll force aggro on you, so do keep that in mind. Only use Pillar when you're ready to start taking aggro. Because if you Pillar before you're ready to start taking aggro, you'll end up getting chomped. There's nothing else to really do here. Kane's top bot side. There's nothing top side. Gwen's dead and Fiora's resetting, so we might as well just reset. I'd say we go for Sheen. Longsword. We need oracles. I don't know why we don't have that yet. We'll use W from base for the speed up. After Tiamat, you could go straight into Titanic. Divine Sunder is so useful though, to where I think it's actually kind of better to go Tiamat into Divine at the moment, because Titanic scales off your HP anyway, so rushing at first item, although it's reasonable, it's not quite as good as a normal like mythic item, just on its raw base stats. Kind of auto attack Q reset. I have a potential gank bot here. Zed might even be roaming to it. They're low, so are my teammates. Karma's about to lose a lot of HP. She's tanking both of them. Oh, this is weird. Hey, friend. Auto attack Q reset. Don't mind if I do. I have some fat ghost extensions. I can't run her down. I'll just shove the wave. Get all this juicy golden XP. Sick. That's a free dragon as well. Gotta love ghost extensions. Gets you around the map, gets you on the multi-kills. Ghost really is a better summoner spell than Flash. It scales way better. The movement speed gets much, much higher per level, and the extensions get bigger per level as well. It goes all the way up to 7-second extensions. Starts out at 4 or 5. Dragon Soul's definitely the win con here. After getting off a successful gank, if we're near it, we should take it. Fiora's so big, I don't think they can stop her. Big stun from the Syndra. Does he not have his move? Okay, he does. He took some damage at least. It must have been on cooldown. Just coming up because he really held on to that. Definitely could go for Herald here. Don't know where Kane's at. It's kind of weird that his blue's gone, but this isn't. Very peculiar. I think he's in my jungle right now. I wonder if I'm on a ward. Gwen seems to... Okay, never mind. It looked like Gwen was rotating. She wasn't. I wanted the XP from it. I think Kane is in my jungle right now. Yeah, okay, so he took my wrath, but he didn't take my red. That's so weird. He just went in for one camp. You don't see that every day. Very strange. He's going for early lethality. That shouldn't affect us too much. We'll have HP here in a moment. We can afford Divine Sunder as well. Yeah, Herald's only 1.4 plates now. It wouldn't even take that turret. I don't know why they nerfed the Herald dash. It's kind of stupid though. It's way too weak now, I think. Way too weak. Is that trying to do something here? Okay, that was decent. Got him with the pillar. And I guess I'll go for his turret. Zed is a hard champion to chase. So many dashes. He has 3 since he can go back to his starting point on his R. At least we're slowing him down a little bit. We'll get a lot of gold off of this. Why is she even over here? If my pillar was half decent, she would have died there. So oh man, that's an unfortunate fight. We need Divine Sunder. Their team is double magic damage with the Zyra Gwen, triple AD with Jhin, Zed, and Kayn. Could justify even Swifties this game since they have dual damage output. At the same time, Zed and Kayn are both going to have lethality, which Armored plays quite nicely into, so there's a good argument for plated here. Swifties are nice because they're so inexpensive and they get you around the map, which is extremely useful as a jungler. Kayn has equal, you know, look how much less CS he has than us, but he has equal marks off of his item. There's nothing here for us to use. I hugged the wall. They literally couldn't see us. Got her with pillar. Smite the Jhin. Hey, friend. You're dead. Zyra gets the snare off underneath turret. Oh, he got exhausted. Feels bad for Zed. He's not even going to get a kill for that. That exhaust was clutch. I want these plates. Oh my god, that minion. It baited me, dude. Hey, Zed. You're dead. Goodbye, Zed. He's got to be pretty ticked off. He lost his Ravenous Hydra stacks, half of them for that. Didn't get anything out of it either. He's going to be pretty mad at his bot lane. Jin's about to be here in a moment. I gotta get it out of here though. Ezreal way overstayed his welcome there. Very greedy. Oh well, I'll go for my blue buff. She should be running from that. Oh my god, dude. I don't even have my pillar. I can't save her. She gets herself caught between Kayn and their bot lane. They might be coming for my blue. Oh no. Dragon's coming up. They might want that. I would like Dragon. I don't think Fior's going to play for it though. He focused that on us. It's kind of funny. Now he's going to get his wave pushed in. Guess he didn't care much about that. He might feel like his jungler is just going to force Dragon down anyways, which he might. Should have. Dragon was free. Might have been worried about where Fiora was, I suppose. A little nervous to start it. Not knowing where the Kayn is. I'm missing a big chunk of health, and he has a complete item somehow. He's gotten gold from somewhere. Only 2 kills, 90 CS. We could Q smite. How much damage is Q doing? Q is doing 590 with Sheen proc from Divine. Kayn isn't over here. They can't outsmite this. Got it. Q smite. Comfortably do 1100 on that. Kayn's mid. Tier 2 boots. They're not fast boots though. Oh, I got nothing for that. I didn't even realize Zed was there. I'll let her get that. What is happening here? I don't even know. Like, what is this? It's hard to tell what's happening right now. Or I guess we're just getting chased. Oh, I'm dead. Man, there's nowhere to go. Fiora's probably going to give her shutdown here. She's getting perma-slow. She doesn't even have boots. No boots, Fiora. Can she keep up? Probably not. She flashes for it. She gets the kill. I don't know, dude. That was a really weird fight. Took almost all magic damage. Could go for Ravenous. I think Titanic would be better, though, since we kind of need to be tanky for this. I'll go Wit's End next. I need some magic resist. Blue Kayn even has magic damage in his kit from his passive, I believe. Yeah, tough fight. Had nowhere to really go. We had mobile Gwen on us. A Blue Kayn and Zed. Might have been able to live if we ran to turret. I'd have to go back and watch that. Might have been too deep to go that way. I'm not sure. Kayn's on Herald. It's probably gone. I hate even walking out for it. Oh, feels bad. Why is this guy so fast? Got him. I had to use my ghost for that. Probably didn't have to use R though. Don't mind if I do. Sire has nowhere to go. She's cut off. Yeah, she knows. Auto Q reset. Sorry, Ezreal. That's my kill. I have Herald as well. Kayn still hasn't finished his jungle item. We need to focus on taking the large monsters from his camps and leaving the rest. Nice try from Jin there. When you finish the camp, you get the shield back. It's kind of cool. We took the damage there, finished the last raptor, and it just popped back into place. He needs roughly 3 more camps. It's realistically probably 2, because he's going to have some treats. He hasn't farmed in a little bit. He went for the blue one. That feels like a mistake on Blue Kayn, because he's already so fast. Probably just go for red or green. Hacker on blue makes sense because it even gives him more AD because of his passive, and Nunu it makes sense because of his W, but Kayn, I don't know. Hey, Jen. He has to walk around. Yeah, Kel forced away. Pillar pressure between turret. You don't want to walk there against Trundle. Fiora's in their base with boots, 3 full item. She's pretty fed. I still have shutdown gold after dying. Are you serious? It's kind of ridiculous. They already got shutdown gold off of us. This is a perfect time to lay it. Their top lane's dead. They're having to rotate away. Kept Herald from losing half its health there. Should one-tap this turret. Nice. Very nice. It's probably game. Zed's on the split. He's rage split pushing. Yeah, that's GG's. They weren't ready, dude. They didn't gear up. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. My name is Kingsticks. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.